Jamie is back in his element and I love it. Kilts are my favorite. It's a happy reunion for Jamie and Claire when they finally see Fergus again. He runs to them and Claire just can't let go. Murtaugh's obviously taking good care of the boy. But then there's another surprise reunion when Dougal shows up. It's extra surprising because Jamie had just recently been with Colum, but nothing can keep Dougal away from the Jacobite cause. And Dougal is so proud of Jamie, he tells him, "It was as if my own son was taking his first steps as a man." But the question of this episode is, who is in charge, nephew or uncle? One has been dragged into this fight, and the other one has dreamed of it for years. They've gathered some troops and they begin to train, but in the midst of this preparation, Claire starts to have flashbacks to her own wartime experience in World War II. At one point in the episode, she has a complete meltdown and ends up telling Jamie the whole thing. And this is also where she mentions the title of book 2, which is what this season of Outlander is loosely based on, A Dragonfly in Amber. If the episode Faith was Claire's week to shine, then this episode, Suis Prest, is definitely Jamie's. One of my favorite parts about Jamie's character in the book is that he's just so clever. I've often wondered if Claire brought back Dale Carnegie's How to Make Friends and Influence People through the Stones for him to read. He completely understands how to work a situation to his advantage while making the people around him feel like they want to do it. But managing Dougal is a more difficult issue because he is his elder and that means something to him. So there's a fight for control, but Jamie's gonna win. Dougal and his Mackenzie companions are on security duty and they let a guy slip by. And this is a guy who just wants to cut Jamie's throat. This is a scene from the book that I was really hoping they wouldn't leave out, and I was so glad they didn't. Jamie captures this boy who is going to cut his throat, and he turns out to be a British spy. He acts like he's going to torture the kid to get him to talk, but Claire can't stand that thought and intervenes. Her British accent comes in handy and she lets Jamie pretend like he's going to rape her. Of course, he doesn't, and the boy is so horrified, he tells them everything. No one is hurt, and they have all the information they need. Finally, they decide their troops are kind of ready to go find Charles Stuart, and as they see the encampment, Jamie does what he does best. Jamie has proven that he's the one in charge of this situation, but that doesn't mean he doesn't respect and love Dougal, and he lets him go down to the Charles Stuart and announce their presence.